Good afternoon, everyone. We hope you're having a wonderful holiday season. We have a bit of breaking news. So apparently Santa is releasing new music. And in fact, it's a diss song. Now, we don't have the audio, but we do have the lyrics and we will be breaking them down during this video. I must warn you, disclaimer, I am not a rapper, nor do I claim to be. I'm just reading these lyrics off of a sheet of paper. But with all that being said, Future Boy Games Network presents The Rapping Santa. So like every good diss song, you need a great intro. Santa starts off by saying, well, normally, I don't do this, but everyone is dissing this year. So I figured I'll try my toe in it. Ho, ho, ho. Now for our viewers who were not aware of this, this past summer, two of the biggest rappers engaged in a rap feud, and I believe Santa is playing off of that. Next, Santa says, they turned this rapping Santa into a rapping Santa. Ho, 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 repeatedly. Now, that's a clever play on rapping as in rapping gifts and rapping as in rapping on instrumental. This comes back later towards the end of the song and he kind of doubles down on it. This is the end of the intro. He goes, I like this beat. One of my elves gave it to me. I appreciate it. And then he goes on to the chorus. He goes, hey there, it's Santa here. I've been spreading joy for many years. In bad times, I never fear. All I do is persevere. Now, these bars serve as a setup to what he discusses later in the song. I'll continue. Santa says, you think I ran? I never hide. I was training with the samurai. Now, remember last year we were all wondering where Santa disappeared to after his trial? It seems that he's answered our questions in this one bar. He never really goes in depth later in the song, but maybe in a future interview or he'll say something, Santa doesn't want to show his cards apparently, but I'll continue. Santa ends the chorus with, the sleigh crash of 75 couldn't stop my rise, and neither can you, small fry. Now, Santa was very crafty when he put together this chorus. He kind of laid the blueprint and told a story, but you'll see later in the song. Let's get to the first verse. Okay, Santa starts off hot. Want to give out trees for Christmas. I understand the sentiment. This the time for gifts that people put up on their wish list. This ain't Arbor Day. This is Christmas, and I'm trending. In my prime, I'm never ending. Now, this may be confusing for some, but during Santa's annual address, the Auntie Claus actually broadcasted and they talked about what they planned on doing for this Christmas. And Santa's basically addressing it. Here it is right here.
Hello world. Now I'm sure you expect to hear Santa Claus voice during this annual address, but you have me. Santa has no more control over this holiday. Christmas belongs to the wise court of elves. Christmas has become a holiday filled with greed, and we plan to change that. You may have noticed you only received one Christmas present this year. Expect this to be the last year for presents. We find giving gifts to be wasteful. Next Christmas, you all will receive tree saplings. Every year, millions of trees are cut down for what? For you to hang your ugly Christmas decorations? Enough is enough. We are sick of watching you destroy our planet. We know this will be a difficult transition, but rest assured, we plan to.
Santa continues, ho, ho, ho. That's what you hear when I come down chimneys, delivering presents, not breaking and entering. Can't believe the courts would even say such a thing. So I did the race, disappeared in their face. What Santa is referring to is his court trial. When he got the guilty verdict, he disappeared out the courtroom, leaving everyone speechless. Here's the video.
You may be seated. Has the jury come to a verdict? Yes, Your Honor. Will the jury find Santa guilty on the charges of breaking and entering, theft, spying, and kidnapping?
Oh my goodness.
The jury has spoken. Santa will be sentenced to serve the rest of his life as a human. Mr. Claus, do you have any final words for the court before the sentencing begins?
Well, yes, I demand a retrial.
On what grounds, Mr. Claus?
I had an unfit lawyer, Your Honor. Now, I don't think name calling is necessary. You shouldn't have fired your other lawyer. What are you talking about? What other lawyer? I don't know. It was some little fella that came and hired me one day. He didn't give me all the details. I was just so happy that I could try my first case in court. This is your first case in court? Oh, wait. What little fellow are you talking about? I don't know. Some elf fellow. Elf fellow? That doesn't... No. Something's wrong here. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I have to get to the bottom of this.
Santa, you can't just leave the court. Councilman, where'd your client go?
Honor, I just... He's just a bird and he's gonna fly. Fly, little bird, fly. Santa says, I went back to my shop just to make toys, had to stay on pace, 'cause I ain't got no time to wait. I got deadlines to make. Sugar cookies on my plate. 2 billion children can't be late. They depend on Santa. They want me in jail, sadly. Side note, I know he's just rhyming words. Google says there's about 2.2 billion children in the world, but that's just nitpicking. I mean, it was a good bar. I'll continue. Santa ends the verse by saying, but it'll never happen. Wood elves try to ruin me. They took over my factory. Now I'm rapping these trap beats. Like I said earlier, he brings it full circle around. Again, rapping presence to rapping on instrumentals. I think it's genius. That's just me saying it. And after this verse, Santa goes into an interlude. He says, Santa had to take a break. Ho, ho, ho. That was a lot of rapping. Ho, ho, ho. Couldn't even catch my breath. So I'm guessing I don't know if it's a whole first verse or just a piece of it. Santa is apparently rapping really fast. Santa ends the interlude with, ho, ho, ho. Let's see who else is on my hit list. Let's see here. And after this, the chorus repeats, and then we get into the second verse. Here we go. Santa starts the second verse off strong. I can't believe Tiny hopped out there. He was trying to play victim. Like he ain't the one who hit me on the head with that pet rock on Christmas. Then get on interview, talk about a toy car that's mental. If Lucky wasn't your cousin, we would have done worse than an igloo. Oh, bars. Also, igloo refers to it's the code name that they use in North Pole for like the deepest part of the jails, and according to my sources. Anyway, let's continue the verse. Santa continues, why you put your mask on? What are you scared of? Are you scared of my people? Now, I want to take you back to what Tiny said in our interview about Santa's naughty and nice list and hiring goons.
He's been trying to get me since July.
Well, I didn't know Santa had goons.
Yeah, that's why he separates the naughty and nice list, so he can get the meanest, toughest, roughest baddies and put on his payroll.
Santa continues, if we wanted to find you, we get you. My eyes on the globe, it's really that simple, and I got eyes everywhere. From nanny cams to teddy bears, stay out of my business affairs, or else, I'll just leave it there. It sounds like Santa is doubling down on what Tiny told us in his interview regarding him spying on people. Hear this.
This ain't about Lucky. It's about him trying to control the world. But y'all don't want to believe the truth. He got cameras in your homes. He monitoring your social media. He got spies everywhere.
We'll be back after the short break. Santa continues. You think I'm naughty? Well, nice. Speaking on my name comes at a price. You never cared about kids anyway. Call them snotty nose like it's okay. Now, what Santa's referring to is also in the Tiny interview, he had a remark about children waiting to do their list or what have you. Here's what he said. What's it like during the Christmas holiday?
Well, the work conditions are really stressful because we only have like 3 months to get everything done while Santa sleeps in his bed. And not to mention those snotty-nosed kids to wait till the last minute to send their Christmas list in, creating extra work for us.
Santa ends the verse with, "Do you think Mrs. Claus run me? Ah, that's just how marriage is. Next time you have complaints, won't you work it out with a therapist? I'm gone." And then Santa goes into his epilogue. He says, "Ho, ho, ho. I just had to give a few bars. Just a few bars in there, you know. Ho, ho, ho. You will not ruin Christmas. You will never ruin Christmas. I'll make sure of it. Christmas presents on the way." And that's Santa's whole diss song. There are talks that they plan to release it either Christmas Eve or Christmas Day. We're not sure. But stay tuned to Future Boy Games Network and we'll keep you updated. Thank you. Hope you have a wonderful holiday and we'll see you soon.